this video I'm going to explain to you how I do my starching. I always have a glass bowl here, and I use this fabric stiffener. You can find it at most local craft stores or online. And then I also have a paintbrush that I can use to dip the project into the bowl of starch. I'm going to use wax paper and then some paper towels to dab off excess starch. Okay, and so to begin, I will put some of the fabric stiffener into the bowl, a decent amount, and you can water it down if you want like a thinner consistency. You can also use Elmer's glue and dilute that, usually 50, half and half, like, half Elmer's glue and then half water. But to begin, I just dip the earring in and get it nice and covered, and then I will kind of massage the fabric stiffener into the thread. And then after I've got that into the thread really well, I will lay it on the wax paper and take the paper towel and then kind of dab off the excess. And I will do that on both sides of the earring. And so just dab that off, and then I always move it over and wipe off the extra there so it doesn't stick to the side I just cleaned off. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. And then I just repeat the process for the second earring. And I usually starch twice. I used to just do this once, but now I starch it once, let it dry overnight, and then I'll repeat the process again the next day. I found it holds up a lot better. The earrings don't have really any give to them unless you actually, bend them like you would, like, I don't know, like a piece of paper or something. You have to actually like bend them to get them to move. So double starching works pretty great. You can always restarch later if you need to. Just make sure you dab off the excess so when it dries you don't have like a cloudy film on the earring. And unfortunately, it does change the look of the earring a little bit because the thread does have a sheen to it before you starch it, but that's just kind of part of the process. There's really no avoiding that. So you'll lay them flat to dry overnight, and then I will go back through and go through the picots with the tatting needle to make sure that all of those are open, so it gives a better look, better dimension to the earrings. And then I will show you now how I do that with the tatting needle. Alright, so once it's dried overnight, I take the tatting needle and I just go through each picot and run it through. And then even if it looks like the picot's open, I'll still go through each one just so they're uniform. So yeah, just go around the project and do that, and it just looks so much better, and gives a more finished look, a more professional look. If you don't want to do this because it's tedious, if they're just your earrings and you really don't care, then you don't really have to do this step. I just prefer to do this, especially since I sell my finished product. So I want to provide a good product. So this is what I do to open up the picots. And then I usually restarch again after this and do it one more time if need be. Usually the second starching I don't have to go through with the tatting needle again because the picots are already pretty open and rigid, and they hold their shape with the second starching. Okay, so once I've gone through all the picots with the tatting needle, I will restarch the earring and just do the same method I did the first time by putting it in the starch and making sure it's completely covered, and then making sure the starch is really in the thread there. And that's it. I will just dab it off the excess again and then let those dry. Usually, if I do this in the morning, they're usually dry by the end of the day. And then I can add on the hardware in the evening. And I will show you how to do that step next. Okay, and so now I'm going to add the hardware to the earrings. I use jump rings with my hooks, which is what this little ring is here. You don't have to use this. I like to use it because it gives the earring more of like a dangly effect. So if you're going to use a jump ring, just put it where you would like on the earring. I put it in one of the picos here, and then add the hook onto the jump ring. And then once I have the hook on, I will close the jump ring with the jewelry pliers here, and then just repeat the process for the other earring. So that's all there is to it. Once you're done, you can wear them. I do put little backs on these. They're little tiny plastic backs I didn't have in the video here. I like to put backs on my hooks in case it's super windy and you don't want to lose an earring. So that's optional too, of course. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I really appreciate you watching my channel and viewing this video. I hope you got value from it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications for when I upload new videos, and share it with anybody else you think that might get value from it. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great day.